Once again, I welcome all of you to online lecture sessions 2020. As you know, that last time we have completed one lesson, people of British India. So today we are taking one more lesson, which has some relation with our last lesson. In this lesson, we are going to see how the condition was of the girls' education during that period when we were not a free country or we had not received our freedom from the Britishers. Okay, so in this lesson, we are going to see the condition of the girls' education. Okay, it is only a simple short example of the condition of the girls. Okay, and the opinion of the people regarding the girls' education. So the lesson is a day in the life of Minnie. A day in the life of Minnie. Let's start the lesson. This lesson has been once again written by Subhadra Sen Gupta. Minnie's father suddenly called out to his wife. This girl is Minnie, you can see in a picture. Okay. More schools, Shobha. Vidyasagar Babu is opening some more schools for girls. I read it in the newspaper. So Minnie's father was just having a discussion with Minnie's mother regarding the education, about the girls' education. He told Minnie's mother that that Vidyasagar Babu is opening some more schools for girls. What happened? Why do you look so anxious? He asked, looking at his wife's grim face. So his wife was bit tense. So his wife was bit tense. Shobha looked like that because the house was in an uproar. Uproar means loud and excited noise. Okay, loud and excited noise is called as uproar. So about Minnie going to school. So there was a discussion happening in their house about Minnie going to school. Minnie's grandmother said that if girls went to school, Lord Vishnu would get angry. You can see Minnie's grandmother. Okay, so her thinking was that if the girls start going school, Lord Vishnu would get angry. Horrible times, terrible times. Girls will go to school now. First, widows got remarried. Okay, first widows got remarried. So widow means a lady, one who has lost her husband. Means her husband is no more or he's died. Okay, these English babus have spoiled our land and the brains of our men beyond repair. So she was saying these English babus. English babus means Britishers. They have spoiled our land and the brains of our men beyond repair. Growled grandmother. She was very angry because Minnie's father had decided to take admission in school, okay, or to just take Minnie to the school. She was going to take education. It really puzzled Minnie, and Minnie was thinking why so much commotion or why this excitement is there. Okay, it really puzzled Minnie. Why was Lord Vishnu against 7-year-old girls going to school? And she had a question also that why Lord Vishnu will get angry if I am going to go to school? Why? If her brother could go, why couldn't she? She was thinking if my brother can go, why could not I? She sighed. She took a deep breath. All she wanted to do was write her name, Kumari Mrinalini Mukhopadhyay, on her exercise book. Mokshada, the maid, was weeping. Their maid also was weeping. If Minnie learns to read and write, no one will marry her. Which Bengali would want to marry a girl who can write? Baba, won't Lord Vishnu understand that I want to go to school? Minnie was asking a simple question to her father. Baba, won't Lord Vishnu understand that I want to go to school? Yes, he will. Her father smiled down at her anxious face. Her father took her and they went outside. Tell me something, who is the god of books? He asked. So he asked her one question. Who is the god of books? She said, a goddess. Bini corrected him. The goddess Saraswati, of course. So if the goddess the of books, knowledge and wisdom is woman, how can Lord wish to mind a little girl going to school? Bini was very smart girl. She said, if the goddess of books is a woman, then how can Lord wish to mind a little girl going to school? Very true. Minnie smiled at him and then added with a fierce frown. And if he does, I'll ask Goddess Durga to do something about it. So Minnie smiled, very true. Okay, and said with frown. Frown means a worried or angry expression. Okay, that causes lines on the forehead. If he does, I'll ask Goddess Durga to do something about it. So, oh, absolutely, Durga would fix anyone who objects to girls going to school. His father was smiling. He said, yes, Durga would fix anyone. Oh, she will, said Minnie with satisfaction. Satisfaction means achievement of one's needs or desires. Okay. Picking up her new school bag, she took her new school bag. Now let's go. All your friends are waiting for you. It's their first day at school too. Okay, it was a first day of a school. So his father said, all of them are also waiting. Your friends, they are also waiting there at school. Her mother tearfully whispered, she's going to live my dream, a dream. So her mother was very happy. She was saying, she's going to live my dream, a dream. So this was the condition of the girls' education at that time, and it was changing. And some of the credit goes to the Britishers as well for doing all these reforms or bringing these social changes. So it was really good. On page 58 there is my learning chart. Okay, so in my learning chart, you can see here who are the characters. Okay, Minnie, her father, mother, grandmother, and the maid. What is the problem? Okay, girls' education. Okay, so here you have to complete these things. So the next is question, which historical event triggered the problem? Okay, what is the historical theme of the story? Just check the lesson. It is historical fiction. It is historical fiction. Okay, or here they have given education for women. It's a historical theme. Or here, what is the setting? What is the setting that you have to, so setting you have to write how the story started, how the condition was, that you have to write. Okay, next they have given us one example how to describe a past event, so that they have given us like this, a day in the life of Minnie was also past event which has happened in the past. So if you want to write an essay, a letter in which you have to mention something past or a passage, okay, so how one should write the same. So here you can see model text, they have given us example and writing guide, what to do and what not to do. Making a new home. It had been a year since Rumi and Hakra moved with their parents to Harappa. Two names are there, Rumi and Hakra. They moved with their parents to Harappa. There is a place, Harappa. Rumi often thought about how happily they had lived in their city before the river started drying up. Minnie was just imagining how they would have lived happily if the river wouldn't have started drying up. Back in his city, he was quite an explorer, but here in Harappa, he hardly ever left the house. He spent hours thinking of what his life had been like before he came to this city. One day he was sitting in the courtyard and bidding garlands for the festival of Pashupati with his sister Hakra. Okay, Rumi and Hakra. They are brother sister. He said, last year during this time, Lara, Femi, and I were gathering dates in the forest. Dates we know. Okay, what has life come to? Now, the life has changed. It's because of the river has got dried up. Hakra burst out. Spare some melodrama for later. I do not understand what makes you so gloomy. Life is so good with all the festivals, the lively market, and the great both great bath. It is so much fun here. I do not believe how quickly you have forgotten your own city. How could you forget your friends? Rumi fumed. Rumi was in anger. Okay. Rumi, do you still think about it? Even if I try, I cannot remember their names. What was it? K. Okay. See, writing guide. They are given here one example about how Rumi and Hakra they moved with their parents to Harappa. Okay, clearly mark the setting of the story. You have to clearly mention the setting of the story. Okay, making a new home. Have a realistic problem that the character is faced with. It might or might not be historical. Okay, here Rumi has told the problem they have faced. Add a few lines of dialogue. Some dialogues are important, like here, Rumi, do you still think about it? Okay, so these dialogues they have added. So while writing or describing a past event, these things are important. You are hopeless case. You have forgotten their names, and this soon. Akra tried to explain that it was no use thinking about the old life since it is not going to come back. Akra was trying to explain, yes, whatever happened, whatever gone, let bygone the be bygone. Okay, let's forget it. We should not think about it again and again. She said, I remember you always wanted to be an explorer, like the famous Atara who discovered Mohenjo-daro. Well, if you really want to explore, you should come with us to the Great Bath and the forest behind it tomorrow. So she was saying, if you really want to become a good explorer, then you should join us. No, I don't want to, protested Rumi, although he had begun to tire of being at home all the time, and the idea of exploring the Great Bath and the forest did seem thrilling. But somewhere Rumi was thinking, yes, now it's boring to stay at home, so let's go with them. But you should. You did not even go for the great tree festival in the temple last month, and you never go out for a trading at the markets or swim at the great bath. No wonder you still miss the old town and your friends, who, by the way, could have left for other areas, maybe the hills for all you know. They must have made new friends and would be enjoying their lives there. Not certain like you. Go out, explore this new city, pleaded Hakra. Hakra was just saying him, now whatever happened is happened. Okay, now we can't go and meet our friends because we have changed our place. And they must be living their life. Why you are thinking so much? You have to live your own life. Now the past is past. You need to explore new things. Okay, life is very awesome. Have a realistic solution for the problem. Okay, you should have a realistic solution for the problem. Here, like Hakra has given a solution. Okay, the solution is actually there is no sense thinking about past because it can't come back. So whatever she is saying, that is the truth. So while writing such passages, you should mention the things, okay, like clearly mark the setting of the story. After that, a realistic problem that a character is faced with, it might or might not be historical. Okay, add few lines of dialogues. You have to write a realistic solution for the problem, like the Hakra has done. Okay, so here let's take few more lines. The next day, Rumi went with Hakra and the other children. They had decided to meet at the corner of the first right angle street. So they had decided means they had planned. It's a past perfect. Okay, had and verb's third form. All they were heading to the great bath. The priest passed by and responded to their greeting with just a nod. Nod means just shaking like yes or no. This had the girls and boys challenging each other to make the ever so serious priest smile. Rumi smiled to himself and thought of exactly what to do to win the challenge. Okay, so they felt it challenging. Okay, because the priest was very serious. So finally, the passage ended here. So have a clear and logical sequence of events. You should have step by step sequence. To reveal historical facts, you need to reveal historical facts as well. Narrate the story in the past tense. Like here we have used the simple past, past continuous, and past perfect as well. Okay, so so next time we are going to learn use of past tense. Simple past we are going to learn, past continuous and past perfect, for which we are going to take separate lecture. So homework, you have to complete this understanding historical fiction question number 1 to 13. You have to complete question number 1 to 13. Correct? Very good. So thank you so much for watching this video so patiently. Complete your homework and send it to me. Next time we'll take a grammar lecture in which we are going to take past tense. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day to all of you. Thank you.